Well, how's it going today, YouTube? This is that Matt Money coming at you, and today we're going to be talking about why the heck Mr. Tesla and Elon Musk is down about 20% time of recording, still during the market open. So why the heck is Tesla down so huge? Why? Is it a buy or sell now that we've lost 20% of its value in one day? That's a fifth of the company. How crazy is that? That's so crazy. So down 20% today. We're going to talk about why that is, if it's a buy, if it's a sell, and what we're thinking about Tesla stock right now after its crazy big run up. So if you enjoy the content, go ahead and like and sub. And I like talking about these EVs, and I look into them all the time. So you can go ahead and dive in and look at some more content like that. So let's see why it's down so much.
So let's hop on the old Robinhood and see how it's doing today. So time of recording, market's still open. We're down about $80 per share, just shy of 20%, which is absolutely bananas. Last week has been even more brutal, down about 30% from all-time highs, which the high here was about $500 per share, so quite a bit cheaper here. I also wanted to share my main source on things that I'm going to be talking about here, and it is that Tesla is out of the S&P 500, and here is my source for that, and I found it on Yahoo Finance. So I'd read this article, and I'm going to be sharing some facts with you here.
So why is Tesla down a huge old 20% today? So there's one big piece of news that was baked into the price that did not happen. So Tesla stock did not make it into the S&P 500 index. So there was news based on everything that we knew that Tesla stock met all the criteria to go ahead and be a part of the S&P 500. And the S&P 500 right now is thinking of new companies that can go in there, and they're reevaluating who makes up the S&P 500. So it was assumed and it was thought that Tesla was going to be in the S&P 500 index. That was pretty much going to be assumed based on the share price. So them not making it in right there kind of killed the share price, you know? So 20% is basically how much they gave, how much was baked into the share price for Tesla right now. So basically just saying, we thought for sure it was going to go in there. Who knows how much more it would have gone up if it got in there, but it didn't, and that surprised everybody, including myself. Because one of the new reasons and one of the new companies they added was something like Etsy, which is a much smaller market cap than Tesla. So I don't quite understand, and the articles I was reading didn't quite state why they didn't get in or why they weren't chosen to be in the S&P 500. The main thing I'm thinking is possible how much volatility it's had. So how much movement it's had. Maybe that's why they don't want it in the S&P, just because it dropped 20% today. That's crazy volatility. And it's gone up with crazy volatility too. So maybe they're going to be included into the next one. I would think they would be part of the S&P 500. It's not going anywhere. So I would think with the market cap and everything, eventually it will go into that. So with this huge drop, are we buying Tesla? Are we selling Tesla? What are we doing with it right now with this giant drop? What are we looking at now that it's dropped 20%? So is it a buy? Is it a sell? Is it a hold? And this is kind of the way I've thought about Tesla stock the whole time. So the market cap is what I like to look at when I'm thinking about valuations in general, and this is just going to be a quick little blip on it. So the market cap, even after shaving off 20% on Tesla, is $316 billion. So that is a third of $1 trillion. That's a lot of money. To put that into a good frame of mind, Honda's market cap is $43 billion and GM's is $46 billion. Granted, that being said, they don't have potentially nearly at all the growth that Tesla could have, because Tesla could have, EV sales, electronic taxis, they have a lot of different things that could go on for them, but still that valuation to me seems a little bit crazy. So when they were talking bubble territory, I certainly was in the camp that yes, I think it's in a bubble, and I still currently think it's a bubble, even after that 20% drop. So for me, and granted, this being said, I did own shares when it was back before the split at $250 a share, and I sold at $350 because I thought it was getting overvalued at that point. So keep that in mind. I'm not perfect. I don't know these things for sure, and just do your own research. But in my camp right now, I'm thinking it is still overvalued. I think the market cap's too high, and I think it's got some ways to come down, and I still think it's kind of in that bubble territory. So I would not buy. If I held it, I guess I could hold it just because it has so much potential in the future too. So if I had some, I'd probably still hold. I learned that from selling way too early on it, but I don't think I'd buy it. I guess I don't know if I would sell it. I'd probably just hold it if I were in anybody's shoes right now, because I think it's got some crazy growth ahead, and I think EVs are going to be the future myself. So that's just kind of what I think. That's why it dropped. If you enjoy the content, please think about subscribing, and you guys have a good one.